Okay, great. All right, so I have my fish design. And really this part of adding the fins on is really not gonna take that long. So I already pre-cut them. I actually put the hot glue gun on just so it is ready to go. And I have my two fish. I'm thinking for all intents purposes, I think it might be easier for you guys to see the green one. So I'm just gonna do the demo on this green one here. All right, and I need to move my name tag just so that way I don't have to worry about any fins with it. Okay, now I had my tail that I stapled on, and I fully realized that at home you may not actually have access to a stapler. Okay, so that being noted, if you don't, you can still hot glue it on, but you're going to put the actual hot glue on the white vinyl, not on the plastic. Okay, so you're gonna have to glue two sides. And if anybody needs me to do a demo with that, I can. But you're gonna actually have to put hot glue on the base of it. And then when you are pushing it down, I would use something else because that plastic is gonna get hot. So I'm using, this is just a ballpoint pen, but I don't wanna touch that plastic because it's going to get hot. As soon as that side has been sealed, you can flip it over to the back side. Same thing, you're gonna put the hot glue on the white part, and then you'll go ahead and once it's on there, after a couple of squirts, I use a ballpoint pen or something so I'm not actually touching it because it is gonna be super hot. Okay. So now to my other detailing. Okay, so with this, I have my dorsal fin, which I cut out. Now with that fin, just as a recap, we went over this yesterday. I'm gonna move this white paper so it's easier for you to see. Okay, so this is my fin right here, the shape of it. I added on a little extra, just like I did with the tail. The reason that I added it on is so that way I have somewhere to put my glue. So with that little extra tab, I know the lighting is not the best as I'm looking at that. What I did then is I cut little tabs, and I don't want them too small, but I did every other one so that way I have somewhere to put my glue. And I'm gonna put the hot glue right here on those little tabs. So before I do so, I wanna make sure, like the proximity of where I'm going to put this, make sure that it fits and it's not too big. Okay, and if it's too big, just trim it down before you glue it on. It's a lot easier to do it when you have this part here. And I have sitting here an extra glue stick just in case I need it, which I feel confident I will. So with this, we want to work somewhat quickly but carefully because it does seal really quick. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to squirt on my hot glue, making sure that I put it on the right way. I'm going to press this down with my pen, just so I'm not actually touching it because it is hot. And it seals like really, really fast. Now, if you need to reseal anything, you can squirt a little bit more hot glue, but notice that I'm not directly touching the actual hot glue part and it will cool quickly, but it is still warm. Okay, so I have my one fin on. So this part is gonna go very fast. So there's my one, okay? I need to make sure that this is clean where I'm putting my fins. I didn't get this little part off of this particular bottle. So I'm gonna start with the other side really fast. Again, I wanna make sure that I like how it looks. Same thing goes, I have my location, and guess what? I am putting the glue on the vinyl and not directly on the plastic. You'll see that you may have some little strings from the plastic, from the glue. It's fine. You can pull those off after. Now, I'm not touching it right on the back side of where the glue was on this side. And if you do need to secure it more, go ahead and use just something so that way it's secured on there. And the hold is really fast. Okay, this side, I know I have to clean these off, but this can be good enough right now for this part. I also want to make sure that I have the fins going so they're on a good positioning for them from the one side to the other. You can see through. You want to make sure that you know exactly where you want it so it's not cockeyed. Okay, and one more quick peek. I'm happy with this placement. I'm going to go ahead and hold it down. So you can see once you have all of your fins ready to go, actually gluing them down does not take very long at all. Okay, so I have my other fin and I must have one in my bag because I'm missing one and I have it ready to go. Okay, same thing. I want to make sure I know the placement for this on the base of it. I have my little tabs that I cut. And guys, this is actually really, really easy. You just have to work fast though because the hot glue dries quickly. It gets cold and that's perfect. And I'll have to find the other one. I guarantee you it's in my bag that I took home yesterday. But look at that. My fish now, guys, is going to be ready for my first coat of paint. All right, so this is where you want to be definitely by the end of the period tomorrow. So just make sure you have everything cut out, ready to go. For those of you that are here in person, if you should have all of your fins and everything ready to go, guys. So that way, when you come in, as you're ready, you can quickly hot glue. You can also then paint on the same day. For the body color, I know I made mention yesterday, I'm mixing a paint color here with a bit of an acrylic medium. You guys are gonna wanna have paintbrushes here in person. And as we paint, then you are going to make sure that your surface is covered. I'll pull some newspaper out. If you're working at home, I would just have something down on the table just to protect the table surface, number one. And then secondly, I'm not going to do the demonstration with this yet. I will do that part tomorrow with you. Okay, and I'll talk a little bit more about the cleanup of everything. As soon as everything is on, I can tell you right now, my hot glue gun is oozing out with a little bit of the glue on the side. Can you see that? So as soon as you're done with your hot glue gun, please go ahead, unplug it. Don't touch that surface tip until it's fully cool. I give it a good 20 minutes to cool before you do touch that surface. So I'm going to ultimately grab my last little fin and attach that. And there we be. So I'll stop recording.